Welcome to my channel Genius Brain Box.
Class 7th Subject Social Chapter number 9 Chapter name Production in a factory, a paper mill. Part 1. Total 50 questions. 15 seconds for each question. Each correct answer have 1 point. What is the most widely used raw material in paper mills nowadays? Option A. Bamboo. Option B. Eucalyptus. Option C. Subul wood. Correct answer is Explanation. Paper mills generally use wood from bamboo, eucalyptus and subul trees. Subul wood is most widely used now. Besides wood, what other raw materials are used in papermaking? Option A. Scrap paper and cardboard. Option B. Water and sand. Option C. Chemicals like common salt and caustic soda. Correct answer is Explanation. Besides wood, a number of chemicals like common salt and caustic soda are also used in the different stages of papermaking. Why are paper mills generally established near forests? Option A. For easy access to transportation. Option B. For the scenic beauty. Option C. For the availability of bamboo and other softwood trees. Correct answer is Explanation. Paper mills are generally established near forests where bamboo and other softwood trees are available. What led the government to encourage people to grow subul trees on farmland? Option A. The disappearance of bamboo forests due to excessive cutting. Option B. The high demand for subul wood in the construction industry. Option C. The need to create more jobs in rural areas. Correct answer is Explanation. Due to excessive cutting in the past, there are no bamboo trees available in forests near the paper mills now. Hence, these mills are looking for alternative raw materials like subul, trees which are grown in villages. This led the government to encourage people to grow subul trees on farmland. What is the first stage of paper making called? Option A. Making of wood pulp. Option B. Spreading the pulp. Option C. Chipping. Correct answer is Explanation. In the first stage, large pieces of wood are cut into small chips with the help of large machines. They can cut a lorry load of wood into chips in about 30 minutes. How are wood chips turned into pulp? Option A. By drying them in the sun. Option B. By soaking them in water. Option C. By boiling them with chemicals in large vessels. Correct answer is Explanation. The wood chips are boiled with some chemicals in large vessels. Through this process, the wood chips are turned into a pulp of thin fibers, like cotton fibers. What happens in the spreading stage of papermaking? Option A. The liquid pulp is whitened using chemicals. Option B. The width, length, and thickness of the paper are set. Option C. The paper is cut according to the required size. Correct answer is Explanation: the liquid pulp is spread on thin screens over a cylinder. This is an important stage as the width, length and thickness of the paper is set at this stage. What is the purpose of pressing and drying the pulp? Option A. To make it colorful. Option B. To make it stronger. Option C. To smoothen it. Correct answer is explanation: the drying pulp is pressed by rollers to smoothen it. What is a batch in the context of papermaking? Option A. A group of workers working together. Option B. A specific type of paper. Option C. The entire quantity of wood given a batch number and processed together. Correct answer is explanation. When a lorry load of wood is brought into the factory, the entire quantity of wood is given a batch number. This batch is then sent to different sections one after the other. Why is the batch system used in paper mills? Option A. To ensure consistent quality of paper within a batch. Option B. To track the production process and identify errors. Option C. To produce paper continuously throughout the day. Correct answer is explanation. Papers produced in one batch would have the same inputs and processing, so their quality will be the same. How many shifts do workers in the paper mill work in? Option A. 2 shifts of 12 hours each. Option B. 3 shifts of 8 hours each. Option C. 1 shift of 24 hours. Correct answer is explanation. The workers work in 3 shifts of 8 hours each. What are the working hours of the general shift for administrative staff? Option A. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Option B. 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Option C. 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Correct answer is explanation. There is also a general shift for the administrative staff which is from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. How does the paper mill transport wood and paper to and from the mill? Option A. Through waterways. Option B. Through airways. Option C. Through developed railways and roadways. Correct answer is explanation. Developed railways and roadways make it is easy to transport wood and paper to and from the mill. What are the benefits that Suraj, a permanent worker, receives? Option A. Lower salary, no allowances, no medical help. Option B. Daily wages, no job security, no benefits. Option C. Provident fund, medical insurance, paid holidays, and bonuses. Correct answer is explanation. As a regular employee, he gets a number of benefits like Provident Fund, which will be paid to him when he retires from service, medical insurance, etc. Who are contract laborers like Chandu? Option A. Workers employed on and off for cleaning tasks. Option B. Workers paid a lower salary than permanent workers and do not receive the same benefits. Option C. Highly qualified engineers who oversee the production process. Correct answer is Explanation. Workers like Chandu are paid a lower salary than permanent workers, about 8,000 rupees a month. They do not get allowances, medical help, bonuses, and paid holidays. What is the role of casual workers like Tara in the paper mill? Option A. They operate the machines in the production process. Option B. They clean the floors and paste labels on paper packets. Option C. They manage the accounts and sales of the paper mill. Correct answer is Explanation. The women who work in this factory usually clean the floors and paste labels on the paper packets. Who owns the paper mill described in the text? Option A. A single owner who invested a large amount of money. Option B. The government, which runs it for the welfare of all people. Option C. A company formed by a group of people who invested and borrowed money. Correct answer is Explanation. This mill does not have a single owner. Some people got together to form a company which owns this mill. How do the owners of the paper mill earn money? Option A. They receive salaries for their work in the mill. Option B. They share the profits earned by the mill after paying wages and other costs. Option C. They get paid by the government for running the mill. Correct answer is Explanation. The owners share amongst themselves whatever money is left after paying wages and other costs of running this paper mill. What is the main cause of the unpleasant smell near the paper mill? Option A. The burning of wood chips. Option B. The use of chemicals in the paper-making process. Option C. The rotting of leftover wood pulp. Correct answer is Explanation. This was due to the use of chemicals. What are the environmental concerns associated with paper mills? Option A. They consume large amounts of electricity, leading to energy shortages. Option B. They release dust and wastewater containing chemicals, polluting the environment. Option C. They contribute to deforestation by using wood as a raw material. Correct answer is Explanation. They said that this stench was usual and it was common to find dust released from the industry settling on the leaves of plants, in the farms, on trees in the nearby area, and on garden plants. The mill also draws a lot of fresh water from the river but lets out wastewater containing poisonous chemicals, which eventually join the river. What is the purpose of an effluent treatment plant in a paper mill? Option A. To generate electricity for the mill's operations. Option B. To recycle paper waste into new products. Option C. To remove contaminants from wastewater and make it safe for the environment. Correct answer is Explanation. Only last year, the paper mill got an effluent treatment plant to which all the wastewater is sent. This machine removes contaminants, substances causing harm to living organisms through air, water, soil, and food, and produces environmentally safe water, treated effluent, and solid waste suitable for disposal or reuse, which is normally used as a fertilizer. What is the primary function of a paper mill? Option A. To generate electricity. Option B. To produce paper in large quantities. Option C. To provide employment to a large number of people. Correct answer is explanation. There are a large number of factories in our state and country, which produce diverse articles of use. They produce them in large quantities in a short time. What is the main challenge in balancing the need for goods and the ill effects of factories? Option A. Finding ways to reduce production costs and increase profits. Option B. Ensuring worker safety and environmental protection while meeting consumer demand. Option C. Developing new technologies to replace human labor in factories. Correct answer is explanation. One of the major challenges before us is to find out how to balance our need for various kinds of goods and the ill effects of the factory system and how to make the life of workers comfortable and dignified. What is the term for the material required to produce a commodity? Option A. Finished product. Option B. Raw material. Option C. Byproduct. Correct answer is explanation. The material required to produce a commodity is called raw material. What is the term for a continuous moving band used for transporting materials in a factory? Option A. Assembly line. Option B. Conveyor belt. Option C. Production line. Correct answer is explanation. A conveyor belt took the wood to the cutting machine. What is the name of the section in a paper mill where wood chips are turned into pulp? Option A. Chipping section. Option B. Fiber line section. Option C. Spreading section. Correct answer is explanation. The small wood chips are sent to fiber line section. What is the term for a tag or sticker attached to a product for identification? Option A. Barcode. Option B. Label. Option C. Receipt. Correct answer is explanation. Each roll is labeled with a batch, lot, no weight, etc. What is the term for an extra amount of money paid to workers, usually as a reward for good performance? Option A. Bonus. Option B. Commission. Option C. Incentive. Correct answer is explanation. In due course, Suraj gets a bonus too, an additional amount paid to workers when the paper mill earns profits. What is the term for harmful substances released into the environment by factories? Option A. Emissions. Option B. Pollutants. Option C. Toxins. Correct answer is explanation. They also give out smoke and pollute the rivers and surrounding land with their chemical effluents. What is the term for the specific time periods during which work is done in a factory? Option A. Shifts. Option B. Rotations. Option C. Cycles. Correct answer is what is the term for the time period when a worker is at work? Option A, working hours. Option B, shift. Option C, duty. Correct answer is explanation. The workers work in 3 shifts of 8 hours each. What is the term for the extra money paid to workers when the factory makes a profit? Option A, incentive. Option B, bonus. Option C, reward. Correct answer is explanation. In due course, Suraj gets a bonus too, an additional amount paid to workers when the paper mill earns profits. What is the term for the harmful substances released into the environment? Option A, waste. Option B, pollution. Option C, contaminants. Correct answer is explanation. They also give out smoke and pollute the rivers and surrounding land with their chemical effluents. What is the term for the specific time periods for work in a factory? Option A, working hours. Option B, shifts. Option C, timings. Correct answer is explanation. Workers change their shift cyclically. What is the term for the material from which a product is made? Option A, ingredient. Option B, component. Option C, raw material. Correct answer is explanation. The material required to produce a commodity is called raw material. What is the term for the series of steps involved in making a product? Option A, assembly. Option B, manufacturing. Option C, production process. Correct answer is explanation. Paper is actually made in 5 stages. What is the term for a moving belt that transports materials in a factory? Option A, assembly line. Option B, conveyor belt. Option C, roller. Correct answer is explanation. A conveyor belt took the wood to the cutting machine. What is the term for the section in a paper mill where wood chips are processed into pulp? Option A, pulping unit. Option B, fiber line. Option C, digester. Stopwatch is equal to 5000. Correct answer is explanation. The small wood chips are sent to fiber line section. What is the term for a piece of paper or cloth attached to something to give information about it? Option A, tag. Option B, sticker. Option C, label. Correct answer is Explanation. Each role is labeled with a batch, lot, no weight, etc. What is the term for an extra payment given to employees for specific needs like uniforms or travel? Option A, bonus. Option B, allowance. Option C, incentive. Correct answer is explanation. He is also given allowances to buy the uniform and get it washed. What is the term for harmful substances that make the environment dirty? Option A, waste. Option B, pollutants. Option C, garbage. Correct answer is explanation. They also give out smoke and pollute the rivers and surrounding land with their chemical effluents. What is the term for the time a person spends at work during a day? Option A, work time. Option B, shift. Option C, working hours. Correct answer is explanation. The workers work in 3 shifts of 8 hours each. What is the term for the amount of money paid to workers on a regular basis? Option A, income. Option B, salary. Option C, wage. Correct answer is explanation. Suraj gets a salary of 15,000 rupees per month. What is the term for the additional payment made to workers when a company is doing well? Option A, gratuity. Option B, bonus. Option C, incentive. Correct answer is explanation. In due course, Suraj gets a bonus too, an additional amount paid to workers when the paper mill earns profits. What is the term for the harmful substances released into the environment? Option A, emissions. Option B, effluents. Option C, waste. Correct answer is explanation. They also give out smoke and pollute the rivers and surrounding land with their chemical effluents. What is the term for the process of removing harmful substances from wastewater? Option A, filtration. Option B, purification. Option C, effluent treatment. Correct answer is explanation. Only last year, the paper mill got an effluent treatment plant to which all the wastewater is sent. What is the term for the solid waste produced by the effluent treatment plant, often used as fertilizer? Option A, sludge. Option B, residue. Option C, biosolids. Correct answer is explanation. This machine removes contaminants, substances causing harm to living organisms through air, water, soil, and food, and produces environmentally safe water, treated effluent, and solid waste suitable for disposal or reuse, which is normally used as a fertilizer. What is the term for the process of making something in large quantities using machines? Option A, mass production. Option B, bulk manufacturing. Option C, industrial production. Correct answer is explanation. They produce them in large quantities in a short time. What is the term for the people who work in a factory? Option A, staff. Option B, personnel. Option C, workers. Correct answer is explanation. A factory employs a large number of workers of different kinds. Some work on machines, some help them, some take care of electrical fittings, and some help in transporting the materials, etc. What is the term for the people who own and run a factory? Option A, investors. Option B, management. Option C, owners. Correct answer is explanation. Some factories are owned not by individual owners or groups of owners but by the government.
Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.